I'm going to raise the volume.
Good afternoon. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance and the New Mexico Pledge. It's all rise for the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of Mexico, and the symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Titus Nez.
Here.
Kevin Mitchell.
Yes, here.
Priscilla Manuelito.
Here.
Joe Manini.
Here.
Lynn Heineman.
Here.
Thank you. Board members, we do have approval of the agenda here before you. Your wishes? Motion by Ms. Manuelito to approve the agenda. Roll call, please.
Mr. Heineman.
Yes.
Mr. Manini.
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell.
Yes.
Mr. Nez.
Yes. Number 4 on the agenda, executive session. The board will meet on limited personnel matters related to the investigation, contract, and evaluation of the superintendent as permitted under Section 10-15-1H2 of the New Mexico Open Meetings Act, and communication with legal counsel regarding pending or threatened litigation as permitted under Section 10-15-1H7 of the New Mexico Open Meetings Act. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Mitchell to go into executive session. Roll call, please.
Mr. Heineman.
Yes.
Mr. Manini.
Yes.
Ms. Manuelito.
Yes.
Mr. Nez.
Yes. Motion to come out of executive session.
A motion to come out of executive session.
Motion by Mr. Mitchell to come out of executive session. Roll call, please.
Mr. Heineman.
Yes.
Mr. Manini.
Yes.
Ms. Manuelito.
Yes.
Mr. Nez.
Yes.
6:10.
And for the record, the board to discuss limited personnel matters related to investigation, contract, and evaluation of the superintendent as permitted under Section 10-15-1H2 of the New Mexico Open Meetings Act, and communication with legal counsel regarding pending or threatened litigation as permitted under Section 10-15-1H7 of the New Mexico Open Meetings Act. With that, we have the action of the contract of the superintendent on the table. Board members?
Mr. President,
Mr. Heineman?
I would move at this point that Mr. Chiappetti be reinstated in his position acting as superintendent effective immediately tomorrow. I have some comments in that regard I can make now, or someone else wants.
There's a motion to reinstate the superintendent. Roll call.
Mr. Manini.
Yes.
Ms. Manuelito.
No.
Mr. Mitchell.
No.
Mr. Nez.
I am going to vote yes with these comments. This has been a very painful and divisive
Titus.
matter for not only the board.
Mr. Heineman? One more first. One moment.
Okay.
Hold on. And this is, I vote yes. With that, I would like to have the board members, if they have any comments they want to make, as Mr. Heineman was saying. I'm sorry about that. Mr. Heineman?
Okay, keep me in line. We all know that this has been a divisive matter among our employees, in our community, our Gallup district at large. The board had a professional investigation conducted about concerns and complaints regarding the performance of the superintendent. That investigation was completed and weighed, as you know, many hours by the board being in executive session. The comment I want to make is that this is not a contest. This is going to be seen by some people in terms of winners and losers, in terms of two sides. I hope that we can get past that. It's not about two sides with one side winning and one side losing. This district has a long history of trying to find out how to become fully effective educationally, and we're not there yet. I believe this board, all of us, sincerely and earnestly want to move forward, move past this particular situation, and that we have some healing to do, and we have a lot of work to do, and we have a lot of issues to continue to face and resolve. So this is not just an immediate circumstance that has concerned us in meetings and in the media. This is about how can we operate together, and by together I mean all of us, I mean the administrative staff, I mean the teachers. I was at a meeting yesterday in this room where people are working on pacing guides. It's lining out curriculum. Teachers working hard on all kinds of technical details and lining those things out. There is work being done. There is care being given. But somehow we need to move this whole district forward beyond its history. Not just beyond this last couple months, but beyond a long history where we have students who are not performing at the levels they need to be at. And it's not because they can't. It's because we haven't found the most effective mode of operation and the most effective methods to relate to kids in our district of many backgrounds. And so this is longer than I wanted to make a comment, but I really think that we've got so much that we need to get busy with. That's what I think this board is about and what we intend to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hinderman. Ms. Melito?
Yad ishk edostene kunj ehdestin salta adnek eche edit ido akonde the nedani kliniki ko ani nihitne are nit yadel. We heard what you guys said. Nikidadil nihito to ni na to ni ja. We're going to be listening and we're going to be watching. Ako yisi nikidadil agi to ayo nebesto respect des niniki ashkonda ko chidani je ota to achayadel tiota ashkone ebe dasni. I will translate in a little bit. I'm sorry, but this is my language, and I'm going to speak my language to my people first. Ako ashkona ko nik eda notleniki ashkona. Remember our clan system. Ag eda nitlon. Ako you see, I want to reinforce that to you guys. I want everybody to know that as you have seen, this is with the we're putting the superintendent on administrative leave, and to start this investigation that our people have asked us to do. We have followed that, and we have done what we have said we were going to do, and follow that and do an investigation. As you can see, this is a new board. This is a new board that has a new vision, and we will continue to be actively involved. We're not going to be a board that just comes to 2 board meetings. We do not get paid for this. Don't need it needs lada. But we're here, and we will continue to do what we can to support the vision of our children and our parents in our community. We will move forward, and we will continue to use our authority as board members that you have elected us to do to control the district through the budget and through the district policy and with our superintendent. I want to say a big thank you to Carmen Moffett, that has been intern superintendent for us. And in the beginning, I did say that I want to continue to have our clan system important, to act respectfully to one another after this meeting and during the meetings, because that is what we are taught as Native people, that we need to have that respect. And if we're going to reinforce a change for our children, we need to be that example. And no matter what the votes have showed up here, we are working together and we are united. And this is a different board from previous years. And this is who I am. I speak and I will ask questions. And I will continue to do that for my children, for my parents, and my community members and the staff that are out there that have entrusted us. Ahiaha.
Thank you, Ms. Manuelito. Mr. Mitchell?
Yes. First of all, I would like to let everybody know that my vote tonight was based on my constituents and all the staff members that I represent. I am truly sorry to all the staff and former staff who were treated unfairly and bullied. I know it's a little too late for this, for we have lost many great employees. As a board member, along with the rest of the board, wanting to move in a new direction, I want everyone to know that as a board, as we sit here, we will no longer step aside and let anybody run this district but us. I hope that our superintendent and our administrators are all ready to keep up with us. I surely hope with this decision tonight that it is going to be the best interest for our whole district as a whole. And I want to continue to work with the board, along with the superintendent, to ensure that this happens. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell.
Mr. Biz?
Mr. Menini?
Yes. I would like to say a few words, just a few. I want to commend Mrs. Manuelito's verbal saying we are a new board. We stand behind each other. And I also think that we should thank Mr. Sanchez for his support and what he's done to help our board get through this changing times. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Menini. I too have a little statement I have here. Let me begin with this quote from President Thomas Jefferson. The most sacred of the duties of a government is to equal justice to all its citizens. We must preserve the principle of democracy by being fair and impartial. We teach our children every day about our nation, the Constitution of the United States, and to show citizenship. It is in that manner that I represent this position, and despite the negativity, my morale has not fallen, only wanting me further to protect my children in this district from such behavior. As we bring this matter to an end today, we saw the intimidation, improper outside influence, and self-interest come into this very boardroom and school district. I saw fear, anger, and sadness in this boardroom. Is that what this has come down to? What happened to the harmony? Why are we putting our children's education in the line of self-interest, politics, and retribution? As a leader, we have forgotten the basic principles of being fair and impartial. This is not a racial issue, not a county-city issue, and definitely not about Indian Education Committee. This is about exercising the basic governance and duties of this board under the extent of the New Mexico statute. This morning, I walked out and greeted dawn with white corn and heard Mother Nature calling. I prayed to the holy people for guidance, for harmony, and most of all, our children. I ended my prayer with in beauty and harmony to restore it and to bring back blessings to this district. My elders always got after me for holding on to grudges and past problems. They used to tell me if I continue to hold on to them, I will not be at peace and harmony. I will not be able to plan or live a life. Do I want to live in that past? No, I want to move on. I want balance and harmony in my life and for this district. With that being said, after much consultation with my constituents elders, and parents in my district. I voted yes this evening. I urge this matter to be settled and stop the resentment, the retribution, and the hearsay. Let it be known that the governance of this board lies in the very foundation of the New Mexico statute. And I hope as one board we can unite and continue on tomorrow on in this district for our children. Thank you very much for coming this evening, and we hope you have a good evening. Motion to adjourn. Roll call. Ms. Melita, motion. Roll call.
Mr. Heineman?
Yes.
Mr. Benini?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Nance?
Yes.
6-3.
Thank you.